And hello, everyone. Welcome to the Legacy of Daniel show. This is the Manifest Destiny series, and I thank you for taking the time to hear what I have to say, and may it be a blessing to you today, or some other type of gift that you may find rewarding in your life, or maybe for the life of someone else's. But Manifest Destiny, this show, we talk about a lot of things, mostly how to truly manifest the destiny that not only awaits you, but you should be working to nurture and cultivate on a regular basis through your own identity that comes from wisdom, knowledge, understanding, built upon hopefully a solid foundation of your own ideals, your own hobbies, self-determinism, free will, creativity, and all things that really not only bring joy to your life and happiness, but also give you meaning and purpose, and is something that could hopefully lead to perhaps maybe a skill or skill set or knowledge that could help fulfill some sort of vocation for you that could also assist in your manifest destiny. So we talk about a lot of things here, and today I'm going to talk about winning and why winning is important, uh, and not just the let's see the the final score board victory. That's not what I mean. Not the trophy victory. That is almost kind of meaningless in today's world. And it's not because everyone is getting a reward. I don't think people are actually being not only rewarded enough, but are not receiving enough support to achieve that the reward that is ultimately waiting for them to achieve. And so we put so much effort on winning that we actually don't even know how to win because all we care about is the scoreboard and just the best person getting a reward. And hopefully that best person um, is somehow supposed to manifest some sort of, um, you know, um, some sort of environment or atmosphere where everyone else just now becomes just as good as this person or better just because of their presence. And that is just awful and horrible, and that is what has been mostly going on in society, especially in the sporting world, where sporting world is mostly built upon actually losing. As you look out into the world today, where most of the professional athletes today are, um, coming from an environment where there's a lot of financial support, especially a sport like hockey, which is nothing more than a hedge fund babies league where just the in the early 2000s the sport just came up all about money, and it no longer was actually a sport built upon hard work, competence, knowledge, understanding, but just really just came a prima donna showboating type of place where kids went to basically participate in adult daycare centers because their parents had a lot of money. And now we have um, a sport that has just been pacified. So what we need to do is, unfortunately, the money will never be taken out of sport, and that is quite unfortunate because it really pushes out a lot of the more hardworking, more competent, sometimes even more skillful athletes um, out of uh, out of the competition, and ultimately just waters down everything, not just sport, but uh, even the universities and the corporate world, because now these people aren't the more competent, skillful, hardworking, are not getting scholarships, they're not getting opportunities, and they're not getting a job in the corporate world because they didn't get the better scholarship or the better degree, get to go to better school. They had to maybe work, learn a skill, work, pay their way through school, ultimately really being the drivers of society, and not these athletes that are just coddled, subsidized by the ones that are actually being knocked out of sport because they don't have the money in the first place to participate in these very expensive leagues. And that's what hockey became in the early 2000s. And many other sports followed along. It doesn't mean that all athletes that are professional, I'm sure they all work hard to some capacity, but for the most part, there is a lot of money involved with becoming a professional and a lot of support. And only a small percentage of people get that financial support, emotional support, um, motivation, the training. It's a very small percentage, and that's really the only reason why they're going pro. So what we need to do as a society, well, actually, I'm not really worried about the society part, but really focus on how you can become a winner and how you can see this as a way to manifest your destiny and become a winner, an absolute, an absolute winner. And so sport generally is supposed to be about winning, all about winning. It's not about doing your best. It's not about camaraderie, friendship, and stuff like that. It's not about good times. It's about winning and winning absolutely. Unfortunately, when there's a lot of money involved, it's hard to win absolutely when you don't have the money or other resources or support to win absolutely. So, people like me, what do? We actually begin to see how to actually win uh, in a more absolute way, where we get a job, we learn about money, we get a skill, we pay our way through school, we start seeing the world as it truly is through our eyes, and we become enlightened by it. So we get to observe behavior and all sorts of things. We get to make more decisions, more leadership responsibilities. We get more problem solving. We actually get, um, we get the engine um, of society, and we learn how it works. We study it. We're the fuel. We're the oil. We're the mechanic, and then we become the car. We become the wheels, and that is what uh, majority, like 10%, maybe more, 25% people that are actually working. That and that's it's unfortunate that society has gone away from this. Um, it's like working is viewed as a bad thing, and being an athlete all your life is somehow a good thing. Not being a participator of society, being more of a burden. That's what really sport and all this athleticism really has become. It's just nothing but a drain on society, where people should be spending more time doing other things than participating in sport. But it could be better if we would learn how to actually cultivate a society where more people would get opportunities to participate in sport. Uh, but unfortunately, because sport has become so structured, children aren't learning, young adults aren't learning how to win, learning how to participate on their own, and as a result, are finding other ways to do this participation, finding ways to win, finding a way to cultivate an identity so they can participate in society, have meaning, have purpose, without the uh, without being subsidized like a lot of the athletes are. And so, what you have to understand to really manifest your destiny and walk around this huge burden that's just hanging over society, all this athleticism in sport, um, you have to walk around it, and you have to understand you walk around it with an absolute mentality that life is about winning and being a winner. And there's thousands, millions, an eternal number of ways that you can win and be a winner and win absolutely. There is no one way. You just have to cultivate that identity and manifest your destiny through it. You have to, hopefully, you want to be a person with purpose and meaning that can participate in society in whatever way you find meaningful to yourself, and hopefully fulfill a vocation that way. And if it brings you enlightenment, that's even better. And hopefully, you can become a strong, competent leader in the community through this avenue that you take. But keep walking around these burdens, these hurdles that are just placed in front of people that don't have the financial uh, opportunities and may not have the support at home, support from the community, or whatever. Maybe they suffered things early in their life, and they're now seen as they're outcasts or they're burdens to society. When in fact it's all those subsidized babies coming out of going into university with scholarships and sports and all the other things that are really just um, should be out just getting jobs and working and not just relying on scholarships to make their way through life. It delays the maturation process. It delays a lot of things, and a lot of people just aren't learning necessary skills early on in life to not only better themselves but to better society and keep society strong. But that doesn't mean that not all, obviously, athletes that are getting scholarships are a lot of them work hard, but um, some will work and have jobs. But it's a small minority in today's society. Again, especially in a sport like hockey, where it's a sport with a lot of money involved. Um, Only the people with money are playing, and so things like that just become a pay-to-play sport. So focus on winning, absolutely. And it's not easy because you have to make sacrifices. Putting the toys away, putting the sport away, focus on your money, financial responsibility. It's money is very important, so don't ever tell anybody to just go live your life when you're young. Don't anybody tell you to just take out a credit card and go travel. Be smart with an absolute mindset on winning and becoming a winner. Cultivate your identity early on in life. Build a foundation that no one can destroy. That the most wicked army could wouldn't even dare to come against your foundation, against your identity, and continue nurturing it and maturing up into something that only makes you and your life beautiful, but hopefully contributes in a very meaningful and purposeful way. So it makes the world a more beautiful place where people want to participate in. And it's not easy to do because everyone is so focused on um, the professional athlete, the pretty little athlete that just came up through some subsidized environment. Yeah, he has a good little story that just rings through everyone's ears, but at the end of the day, it has very little meaning to society. Most of the stadiums are subsidized by taxpayers, and these athletes get paid millions of dollars that they're not really even competent enough of handling or even really worthy of. So, win absolutely, walk around these hurdles in society, cultivate your identity, and grow up into your destiny through wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the world around you. Fulfill a vocation, have meaning and purpose in your life, and just watch slowly as your purpose, your destiny, your even eternal destiny begins to slowly become unraveled before you, and you become enlightened by it. So that is I think that's it for today. Hopefully, I don't offend all the athletes out there. But most of you, if you're get a full ride scholarship, you know, um, or even professional career, um, you know, it's kind of easy to become a professional athlete, easy to become a collegiate athlete off a scholarship when you have a lot of financial support, you have a lot of emotional support, a lot of support at home or in the community. And unfortunately, there's a lot of kids that don't have that at all. And so this podcast is the show is for you because I know what it's like to have opportunities taken away from you from these other kids that just have money, just have that support, and it really isn't really fair to see someone that's not as hard as working, not as skillful, not as competent, not willing to put it all on the line every day like you would be, because you actually truly know what it's like to not only want to win, but actually need to win, not just for yourself, but for others and society. They just don't grasp that, and you can see it how it's played, especially in hockey. There's just no very little integrity uh, being manifested. So yeah, this podcast probably won't be liked by many, the show by many, but my goal is to not reach out to them, but hopefully to those, as said, that are struggling with cultivating an identity, purpose, and meaning in life, that have been, outcast in some way, or whatever it is, maybe struggling from, that you just kind of get left behind uh, by um, by this huge beast of society that is just in control and it only really accepts those who, you know, seem to come out of the Captain America chamber and just rise up and just ready to tackle all the enemies of those who just don't want to deal with their own problems. So this is for all those, this is for you, those who have been cast out, who are struggling, need an identity, want purpose, meaning in life, but just never got the support. Uh, you know, go after it. Go after your destiny. Manifest their culture and identity. Build that foundation. Don't let anyone take anything away from you. You got to struggle, but got to find the beauty in that struggle. Don't worship chaos. Stay away from the chaos. Stay away from anyone that tries to give you false information. You don't need to go out and explore the world to find yourself. You don't need to spend money to make observations or to experience life. Just be yourself, cultivate that identity however you wish, and find a way to really be inclusive to all things, and find out what you like, what you don't like, and continue maturing and growing up until you truly manifest destiny.